Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making the best chocolate chip cookies ever, and I'm not exaggerating, ever. I love this recipe so much. This is based on Danielle Walker's Against All Grain, I think it's called the best chocolate chip cookies ever actually. I'll go ahead and link that in the description box below, but this is basically my spin on it. Very first step, you want to make sure your tahini is room temperature. You want to be able to mix this up pretty thoroughly because the fats in it and the solid part are going to separate, and if you don't mix them well, you're going to end up with like a big greasy mess, which you definitely don't want. So mix it up really good. You're going to put a cup of that in. After you put in the tahini, you're going to put in your sugar, honey, salt, baking soda, vanilla, and eggs. The thing I love about this recipe is that it's super simple, at least compared to the other ones on my channel so far. Minimal ingredients. It takes like 10 minutes total. The hardest part is mixing it, which I just use a spatula for this one. And you can use an electric mixer if you'd like, because it does get extremely thick and hard to stir after a while. But yeah, super simple, amazing cookies. I love them. While I'm mixing everything up, I just want to throw a little disclaimer about this. It is going to get extremely thick on you. I'm talking 3 C's thick. It's very hard to mix after a while, which I already said, but just want to let you know it's going to get thick, but I promise that is exactly how it's supposed to be. You'll see later on when I scoop them how hard it is to get them out of the scoop. However, do not let that discourage you. You can use an electric mixer if you'd like. I make my life harder by using a spatula on this, but I really just didn't want to get out an extra appliance today. And the last thing you need for this recipe is arrowroot flour. If you've never used it before, it has the texture of cornstarch, pretty much. Sounds like a weird ingredient, but it's kind of important for this recipe as it gives the cookies an amazing texture. Part of what I love about these is that they have perfectly crispy outside and a perfectly chewy inside. If you can't tell, I really like these cookies. Probably the best recipe I've ever had. Alright, once your batter looks like this, you're just going to go ahead and fold in your chocolate chips and then scoop them on to a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. And they take a second to scoop out because of, again, how thick the dough is. But once you get those onto the sheet, you're going to put it into a 350-degree oven for 10 minutes. And you already know I had to put in a time lapse, so here's them baking in the oven. Once they're done, this is what they look like, and you can just let them cool in a rack or just on the parchment paper on the counter. I usually do that. Here's the final result. They look amazing. They are amazing. I'm so glad I got to share this with you guys. Please comment down below if you end up trying these, and also comment if there's a recipe that you want me to try. I think I'm going to make granola next week, a pumpkin spice one, so stay tuned for that. And please subscribe if you haven't already to see more recipes from me. Thanks for watching. Bye!